We're going to work on Federalist Paper 31, Part 1. You'll hear the word maxim, and then Hamilton refers to geometry and logic. For those of you who want to do more reading, a little bit more in-depth reading of the Federalist Papers and federalism, and where some of these founders got their ideas, there are a few books that I recommend you should read when your command of the English language is good enough, whenever you think it's good enough. This book I definitely recommend for all of you to read. Okay, this one is not too technical, but it gives you a little bit more in-depth view of what Madison, what some of the other founders, what ideas they were familiar with. So definitely take a look at this one. It's called Fame and the Founding Fathers. These are essays by Douglas Adair. This one is called The Political Theory of the Federalist by David F. Epstein. This one is called The Federalist Design for a Constitutional Republic by George W. Carey. This one is The Political Theory of a Compound Republic. It's by Winston Ostrom. This is another one, The Federalist, A Classic on Federalism and Free Government by Gottfried Dietz. D-I-E-T-Z-E. This one is called The Authority of Publius. This one is a short one. A reading of the Federalist Papers by Albert Furtwängler. This one is called Explaining America, the Federalist, Gary Wills. That's two R's, G-A-R-R-Y, Wills. And this one is Philosophy, the Federalist, and the Constitution by Morton White. This one I'm reading it myself right now. I'm halfway through it. This is the one that you have to definitely look at, and then when your command of English becomes better, then you can read the other books. Yeah, he uses the word maxim at least 40 times. And he says there are certain things that are true wherever we are, whether we are in Japan, whether we are in the United States, whether it's cold, it's hot, just they apply. It's almost like geometry. So he starts with that, and he wants to talk about the idea of taxation, revenue, why when you frame a government, when you establish a government, it is very important that you give it the source of getting money to run itself. You don't want a dead government from the get-go. You don't want something that's incapacitated. So if you create a government, you frame a government, you write a constitution, you ask the government to do certain things, you have to also give it enough resources to be able to finish the job right. So that's why he's criticizing those people who are criticizing him, that because they're saying, for example, that we let the federal government get the taxes only from imports and not from taxing individuals in different states. He says that way you're going to leave the government revenue and resources weak and empty and not enough. So we'll read Federalist number 31 and the next part.